All right, so as I stated in the directions for the PowerPoint, it is probably best to create your charts in Microsoft Word and then create it, and then transfer it to your PowerPoint presentation. In order to create your charts in Microsoft Word, you would need to go to Insert, and from there, go to Chart. And it should walk you through in terms of, if you were to pick one of these, it would walk you through in terms of how you would go about, choosing the type of chart. But what I'm going to do here is I am going to go to pie chart. Now, what I should have stated in the directions is that you only need to include a result of one question from your questionnaire. Okay, so you don't need all the questions, just one question from your questionnaire. So I'm going to go to OK. I'm picking the pie chart. So that's what I should have stated. I did modify the directions to reflect that you only need one answer, one result in your questionnaire. So let's say a fast food restaurant is thinking about adding pickles to a chicken sandwich, right? Then all you would need to do is provide the question for your heading for the chart. Right now, Microsoft Word is creating the chart for me. And then you will go ahead and, provide the results. Was it a yes or no response? Again, the pie chart is the easiest chart in regards to creation, but if you want to, try to create a bar chart, a line graph, or what have you, then by all means, go ahead and do so. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the information in the Excel spreadsheet. The Excel spreadsheet is connected to the chart. So instead of sales here, I'm just going to write, do you like pickles? And again, just a simple question, but one that's actually important if someone's going to actually add pickles to a sandwich. Now I'm only going to have two responses here, so I'm going to take out this and this. And then right here, I'm just going to substitute this with yes and then no. I'm also going to just take these responses out as well. And then if I put a yes or a no, so the question is, do you like pickles? What I'm going to do is, let's just say for this response, the percentage I'm going to add 80, and then the percentage for no, I'm going to add 20. I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to close out my Excel spreadsheet. And as you can see, it pretty much provides me with the pie chart. Now you can also add the percentage in here in terms of add data labels. So I'm going to put 80 and 20. So again, as you are in an online environment, you're not always going to have your professors up front ask, for you to ask questions. But even still, you are still supposed to, as a student, to start to learn how to become self-directed, because the goal is, once you leave my class, once you leave Henry Ford, we want you to take these skills and these tools we're providing you and, to apply it in other places. So I'm not going to handhold and walk you through everything, because it's a matter of getting to learn the applications, when it comes to Word and PowerPoint, and go from there. And again, what I would suggest doing is just copying and pasting this chart into the slide for your PowerPoint. Now, let's say you are going to discuss this question. What you can do is, to your audience, for the presentation component, is say, well, here's an example of one of the questions in regards to our new chicken sandwich. Yes, our consumers like pickles, you know, more than not. So what we're going to do is add pickles. And then you can still go about and discussing, you know, the implementation of the sandwich. For example, overall, based on the feedback from our consumers, the consensus is that they would love for us to add a chicken sandwich with these ingredients, you know, and then go from there. So again, you know, pace yourself and work on how you want to go about providing that information in your slide. I hope this information is useful to you. Now, if you're using Google Docs, I'll provide YouTube videos for that. But what I'm not going to do is, you know, provide a presentation. I don't use Google Docs when I'm actually creating these kind of documents, because Google Docs is limited in what it provides in terms of tools for students to use. So this is why I always go with the Microsoft Word document, because it works much better for me in terms of, you know, presentation wise. And Microsoft Word is just a better system. It's a better program than Google Docs. That's just a personal opinion. Okay. Some people like Google Docs. I do like that it saves, but even Microsoft Word will save a document now. So you don't just lose your information unless you have not set it to save every like 5 minutes or so. All right. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.